Welcome to Ceramics with Sheriff. Today we're gonna kind of move away from ceramics for a little bit, and we're gonna do a lesson with found objects. So found objects are just things found around your house or around your yard, and what I wanted to focus on was radial balance. So we've talked about 3 different types of balance this year: symmetry, which is the same on both sides; asymmetrical, which is balanced out through 2 different sides; and then radial, which comes from the center. So we haven't had a whole lot of opportunities to work with that yet, but what radial looks like, and I found this bandana, it's my dog's, but you can see how the balance comes from the center and works its way out. So with this assignment, I attached a few links and pictures of artists and specifically mandalas, which are a traditional cultural kind of example of radial symmetry. So here we have one thing in the center, and then if I make my lines out like a clock, the radius and the radial balance kind of works its way through there. So you can see I have like my orange elephants that go around, so they're all kind of going this way, and the designs and patterns flow from the center to the outside. So basically what I'm going to do, and what I want you all to do, is create your own mandala, create your own radial symmetry with just simple things found around your house. This could be found around your yard, your house. We can put them back when we're done. You don't have to keep them there. But it should just be a fun activity to kind of find things and put them together and create your own mandala or version of radial symmetry. And let's go find some stuff. All right, we're gonna go around the yard and find some things. I got a little cup. So I got these flowers here. We're gonna take them. These guys. So I got my cup of flowers. That'll be one of my elements. And I think what I'm gonna do is use some of these rocks, and I'm gonna use some of these guys. So I'm gonna pull some of these off. They'll grow back. So I want to use a bunch of elements that are kind of similar, so that when I put these together, I have some repetition of certain designs, some repetition of certain elements, just like we would use in class, and then go from there. So I'm gonna put it together once I have my materials. Oops, I broke it. Well, I guess we'll just take that. All right, let's find something else. Found a bag of old crusty marshmallows. We're gonna use them. A bunch of tree branches I cut down. We're gonna use them. I was trying to find some more stuff of color, so I think what I'm gonna do is pick some of these magenta or pink flowers, and we'll use them too. So I want a good variety of kind of earth tones and greens, and then I want some bright colors in there. All right, here we go. We got marshmallows, we got tree branches, I got these marbly white rocks, I got these little buds, I got orange flowers, I think those are honeysuckles, and I have these pink flowers, and then I have a bag of dirt that I have left over. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna focus on what I have a lot of, or the bigger pieces. So I'm gonna start with these, and probably the rocks, and start my design from the center and build out. And then I'm gonna use the colors, or the things I only have a little of, to make kind of accents or make the bright focuses of my composition. So here we go. So I'm focusing on balance, so think about like a plus sign. So I'll start with my plus sign. Then I'll go from there. All right, now I got my basic spread laid out. So I'm gonna think about what to do with my smaller pieces. So I think I'll take pink flowers. And I'll line one side of each. Let's go this way. And then we're going to do my orange flowers along the opposing sides. So I'll just try to spread them out as evenly as I can. I think this orange and the pink play really well off each other. So it's a cool looking color. Well, so much for that. Now that we're somewhat back to where we started, I went in the garage, made more sense. I'm gonna go back to laying down my orange flowers. So I shrunk it a little bit and it actually worked out quite well, so I'm pretty happy with that. So we'll do 3 orange. You know, I thought it'd be a great idea to do this outside where it was beautiful outside and being stuck in the house all the time. Not a good idea. So we'll get our orange flowers in there. So I'm trying to create as close to a balanced section as I can. So with the purple flowers, I kind of scattered them in there and tried to make them even. The orange flowers are a little bit bigger, so I can kind of use them more strategically. And then I go 1, 2, 3. So I don't have enough room as I originally planned. So what I think I want to do is I'm going to put a little pile of dirt here. I'm going to try to get these to stand out this way. Almost like I'm planting a new thing. Alright, I'll try not to ruin it. Yeah, kind of like that. Maybe 1 would be suffice. I think 1 will look cool. Maybe we stick some of these orange guys in there. So what I do is I just focus on lining things up. So these orange ones, I'm lining up with where the rocks start. The flies are driving me crazy right now. And then I'm doing a little pattern, so I'm using orange ones that are open versus these orange ones that are kind of not open, so they're just kind of flat. And that's it. Here's my mandala. So think about pattern in a circle emanating out of the center. So I have my one centerpiece, that's my focal point right here, right? And then these designs are coming out. So I have my plus sign with my twigs, so I started that way. and then I also did an X, and then I kind of filled in the rows in between them. So they go pink, white rocks, orange, twig. Pink, white rocks, orange, twig. And you could do it this way too. Instead of vertical lines, you could do horizontal. So I could do rock, pink, orange. Rock, pink, orange. However you want to do it. Dang, I feel like I should be a floral designer now. So here's our final view. Take a step back so you can kind of see it that way. Excuse my garage, I'm working on a bunch of stuff. Here's the view from the top. So I kind of messed it up right here. Let's try and fix that a little bit. There we go. And here's the view looking straight on at it. Pretty happy with it. It's cool, it's fun. I can keep it. If I put this outside, it's gonna blow away like we saw before, but it's a great opportunity to kind of experience how to make symmetry through radial symmetry coming from the center. All right, now it's your turn. So you don't have to focus on using nature if you don't want to. You can create your own theme. You don't really need a theme either. So my theme, I just wanted to do nature. It was easy for me to find stuff. I have a bunch of trees and flowers in my yard, so I could pick some of them. I could use household things that I could put back. Like I was thinking about using a socket set and maybe some paint brushes and maybe some dry beans that I have that I could put back, or I could use rice. Really anything. So the goal of this project is to take found objects and create radial symmetry coming out of the center, flowing all the way around with just found objects. So I would say maybe at least 6 objects, 5 to 6, and then create your design from there. If you want to do more than that, that's perfectly fine too. And don't do it outside if you're using things like flowers, because they'll blow away. So I just grabbed a piece of cardboard and did it in my garage because it was still nice out here, and I had better success in here. Also, it doesn't have to be too big either, but as long as you have those 5 or 6 elements and think about what you're doing. So I used lines, forms, I used pattern, I used repetition, I used unity. So think about your elements and principles while you're doing this too. All right. So I guess this wasn't ceramics with Sheriff, but more art with Sheriff. You guys have a great day, and let me know if you have any questions. See ya.